good, y'all? Sorry I've been MIA for so long. I would have posted last week, but I had a lot of crazy shit that just kept happening, and I was over it, and I wasn't mentally in the headspace to record. I'm trying to get back to that headspace fully, but I'm like, there's no other way to really do that than just getting back into it. So here we are. I took a nap, and I was like, fuck, I didn't record a video like I said I would. Let me do this. Let me tell you what happened last week. So I'm going to keep this short for storage purposes. Hopefully you don't cut me the fuck off. But yeah. So I was started with the fact that I was being harassed. The weekend before this past weekend, I was being harassed. Somebody kept calling me from a text now number, or it might have been their actual number. I don't fucking know whose number it was. I still haven't figured it out. I couldn't recognize the pictures or anything, the names or anything like that. But they kept calling me while I was out last weekend. I went to a club with some friends, but my shit was on Do Not Disturb, so I didn't notice until hours later. We walked through the door at their crib like at 7 something in the morning. So I texted the number at 8 something like, who is this? Didn't get a response. Left it alone. 2 hours later, I get added to a group chat with like 30-something niggas in it. Okay. Motherfuckers in it, because it was bitches too. Yeah, so I get added, and I figure out real quick, it's LGBTQIA plus chat. I've seen every label imaginable in there. So I'm trying to figure out what the hell going on. So I went along with this shit. I sent a couple pictures of myself and kept it real cute, the bio, and all that. Because I'm like, whoever it is already knows I'm trans. Because that's why they added me to the chat. But I put that in there anyway. And yeah, I kept it real simple. Then I noticed that the main ringleader, who was going under the name El Jefe, had a Florida area code number. The number that had been calling me while I was at the club also had a Florida area code. So I started trying to put 2 and 2 together. It's either the same motherfucker using different numbers, or they sent somebody to add me to this chat. So I've also found out that, obviously I'm not going to say who it was, but somebody else that I know was getting calls from the same number that was calling me while I was at the club. So I'm like, who the fuck, whoever this is knows who both of us are, and that person's in the community as well. So I was like, who the fuck is doing this shit? And as soon as I send my pictures, the El Jefe nigga gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna start calling you Peanut. And I felt some kind of way about that, because I felt like he was trying to call me little. And something that gives me, not that every cis man is big, but that gives me gender dysphoria, being so, being so small already as it is, and slim. Like, I'm not a tall person, and I'm not a super thick person either, so I get really, like, subconscious about that shit, just to be 100% vulnerable with y'all. So I felt some kind of way when he called me that I didn't like it. Like, I know I have a younger looking face, but I'm not a fucking baby. I'm 23 years old. And frankly, some motherfuckers be looking old as fuck. Like motherfucking old heads, and want to look at me and be like, you look mad young. Like, no, you look too old. I look the way a 23-year-old should look. I look normal. I look normal as fuck. And I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck y'all be trying to look so damn grown for. But it ain't cute the way you think it is. It's not the flex that you think it is. Because y'all gonna have already fucking peaked. What do they call it? Peaked. So when you get to like 40 something, you looking like you 70. I'm gonna be looking good as fuck because I got that baby shit. But anyways, I felt like they was trying to come at my size so that I looked a little bit younger or smaller. So I told them, shut up, don't call me that. They were like, oh, okay. Tell me why they took the liberty to message me outside the chat, doing the peanut shit, trying to insult me and all this different shit. So I started getting mad. And then my friend cussed him out too, because I was still at my friend's crib, and she sent him an audio. So it became like this whole thing. I'm trying to hold my shit down while also trying to still figure out and search on Cash App and all this shit who was behind the numbers. I wasn't getting nowhere. But then a motherfucker started calling me a girl and all this shit. So I'm like, oh, you one of them little transphobes or one of them motherfuckers that is cool with every other part of the damn acronym but the T. I know motherfuckers like that. So I was like, okay, now I see where this is stemming from. You trying to be transphobic towards me, and I wasn't fucking with that. Then he started making death threats to me and to my grandmother, which I really wasn't fucking with. Say what the fuck you want to say about me, but leave my grandmother out of it. And I was getting really pissed off. So that's when I called my grandpa to, like, change my number, please. I've asked him a few times, and it was always either I'm busy or he would just forget. So I think he heard the urgency in my voice because he was trying to change it that day. But he had to do it over the phone, and he had to wait. It was a business day, so I said, okay, nothing he could do about that. So it got changed that Monday. But this nigga was going at it, saying crazy ass shit. And I was freaking out because I'm like, this person knows who I am. They know my number. What if they know where I live? All this shit was growing through my head, and I was kind of having a panic attack about it because I was like, I'm tired of being harassed and shit. Like, this is not the first time I've received that was the most violent that it had ever gotten, but this is not the first time I've been harassed, and I've had people call me from no caller IDs, which means I had people blocked. I don't know who the fuck I had blocked because I couldn't tell who it was. I kept hearing a voice, but it wasn't clear. That happened over the summer. It was repeatedly no caller ID, and someone texted me from a text down number talking shit. Don't remember what the fuck they said, but they was talking shit, and I was getting stressed out. So that was a whole other thing. I've had my phone hacked in the past year, all this crazy ass shit. Of course, after my ex came into my life. And that time before the summer, I thought it was her calling me through the no caller ID because she's also done that, but it wasn't her. So that was that. But I was fed up because this was the most serious I had gotten, and I was just scared, to be quite honest with y'all. And I know some of y'all are probably like, why didn't you report it to the police? Because I was saying some stuff too in response to them because I was getting mad that they was talking all that shit. And you know, the legal system be real funny sometimes, and I haven't had the best luck with it already. And I was like, me trying to talk back to them and said they ass straight could be used against me. Was I justified for all the shit I said? Hell fucking yeah, because what you're not going to do is be threatening my grandmother's life like that. I'll be damned. But, you know, you don't know how shit's going to go. And I didn't want to waste time, money, energy, and that shit. I just wanted to end. So that was that. I got my number changed. I was very shaken up, but I got my number changed the next day. So I'm feeling good, right? My number's changed. Only like 6 people got my number versus God knows how many. So I'm feeling good. The day after the election is when the next set of bullshit happened. I had just had to curse somebody out who kept asking me for money. Yes, it was one of the 6 people I gave my number to. So I blocked them. And I was like, okay, that was 6 too many, clearly. I just got tired of them asking me for money, then they got an attitude with me. So I said, man, well, fuck you too. Because I was just over it. After the shit that just happened, I was on that timing. Like, piss me off and you're done. So, cut that motherfucker off. Took a nap. Woke up from the nap, yo. 30 seconds into me being up, I see a text. Right? I'm going to read it to y'all real quick. As soon as I can get it. My shit being stupid. The text says... Sorry for the pause, y'all. I'm just making sure I get it. Because I've gotten some messages, obviously, since then. It says, hello there, Zion. You have been selected to pick cotton at Plantation Farm Dreyer. You're in Plantation Group C9 and will be picked up on a shuttle on November 13th. You will be searched, so be prepared to bring the appropriate belongings. Exactly. I even gotta say, y'all already, what? The fuck wrong with you? And I'm freaking out because I'm like, who out of the 6 people? I'm like, I don't think it's the person I just blocked. That's not their style. I was at least right about that. That's not they style. They began attitudes and shit like that. And we've gotten into it a few times and tried to move past it. But at that point, I was just kind of over it. But they wouldn't just randomly do some shit like that. That didn't make no sense. So I was like, nah, it's not them. So I'm trying to figure out who out of this other 5 is sending me this shit from a text now number, or who gave my number out that I just changed. I was already fed up. I'm like, I just woke up. So I'm trying to figure out who the fuck it is. Who is sending a fucked up message like that? One of the people I sent the picture of the message to was like, oh my God, do you think it's real? I got one too. One of my friends got one too. Something is just some fucked up chain text going around. And they had people's phones and shit or something. Because they put my name in it and everything. So I'm like, maybe that's how they figured it out. They're like, oh, they put my name too, but the name I used to use. Da 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 da. So I'm freaking out bad. Like to the point where I was about to tell my grandparents. I didn't want to scare them like that, but it just... I've never received a text like that. I've received plenty of spam and weird shit, but nothing to that extent. Well, to that... Ooh, pardon me, y'all. My stomach is tripping. To that, like, anything about slavery or plantations or no shit like that. Like, the harassment shit I dealt with, that's old news, but... With the transphobia, but not news. I was like, what the fuck is going on? I was freaking out. I'm like, does this person have my address? Like, I couldn't think straight. But the person I was mainly talking to about it was playing along with this shit whole time. They're the one behind it. And it took me a second to put that together because the number sent another message. They spelled nigga N-E-E-G-A. I was like, I only know 2 people that spell it like that. And the other person would not waste their time on something stupid like this. So I was like, man, I don't even talk to that person. Like, we're not friends and nothing, really. I wouldn't count them as a friend. I don't think they would count me as one either. So it's whatever. But I know who I do talk to on a daily who speak like that. So that same person sent me a message in Haitian Creole. And I was like, the fuck, is that fucking what I think it is? And they were like, yeah, that I spell it right. Because they know I be speaking French. But I'm like, it's not the same thing. That's 2 different languages. Yeah, there's some similarities, but they don't spell shit the same. So I put it in Google Translate. That shit said, it's me. I was just messing with you. What kind of joke is that? I crashed the fuck out. I cursed him out. Bad. Like a 5-minute audio message. Cursed him out. What possessed you to do something like that the day after the election? Even if it wasn't the day after, that's fucked up. And talking about, oh, we joke all the time. We don't joke about shit like that. I don't joke about slavery. I don't joke about abuse. I don't joke about anything that is morally wrong. I don't joke about. Because it's not funny. It's not funny people being killed and abused and raped and you name it that black people have been through on this fucking planet. In this fucking country, and you want to pull a stunt like that because your coworkers thought it was funny. Come to find out, it's a nationwide thing. I saw that shit on the news. So you copied and pasted that shit, put my name in it, and thought that shit was going to be okay. And the part that hurt the most, I've been friends with this person for 2 years. In our generation, 2 years is a long time. Because motherfuckers be moving weird, and this is what I mean. They be weird. They be doing shit for no reason. I told you about that friend that was trying to piss me off on purpose. Just get my reaction about shit. Who was fucking her nigga while being on the phone with me. I've dealt with some really weird ass people. Like, just doing weird, goofy shit. And trying to fuck me over in the end for no reason. Because I don't be on that kind of timing with nobody. But motherfuckers want to play with me. And I just got fed up. I was like, I just cursed somebody out. And I will curse you out too. I don't give a fuck. Everybody want to try me this week? All right, let's do it. Like, what the? I was over it. And they kept trying to explain themselves. And they're low-key trying to justify their bullshit. I just wanted to see what explanation they were going to give for this stupidity. But they're getting blocked after I finish this video. I'm gonna end it, the conversation, since they want to sit there and try to guilt trip me for my reaction. You know, gaslight me and shit. So I'm like, nah, you're not about to do what you was doing to your ex to me. Fuck all them games. And that's that. You're done. You want to be making slavery jokes and shit to me? Yeah, absolutely the fuck not. And trying to act like we joke like that all the time. Fuck you. Disrespectfully. Fuck the friendship. Fuck everything we done been through since we were going through something at the same time together with our breakups and shit. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck no more. You threw all that shit out the window in a matter of 10 seconds because you wanted to be dumb and play a cool joke on me. That's not my problem. So that was the second thing that happened. I was just mentally drained because I started panicking all over again. My anxiety is really bad. And after the harassment shit, I was thinking, oh, I'm okay now. My number's changed. But then someone I gave my number to was on some bullshit, 2 people, so it's just finna be both blocked. And if I can figure out a way to stop the no caller IDs, I will. I don't know if that's possible, but I will try. And just at least it's better than 2 blocked versus all those people I had blocked. I'll take that. But damn, I started fucking up already. But the second one was uncalled for. I didn't see that coming. The first one, I was like, maybe I shouldn't have given you my number. But the second one, that shit threw me for a motherfucking loop. That was Wednesday. That was the day after the election. So I was just kind of drained after that. I didn't feel like recording nothing. But what really did it for me was what happened on Saturday. Y'all, you know, I only speak about this man when it's necessary. If y'all been watching me for a while, y'all know that I did a story time about how my mom's husband molested me. And I also recorded a video about the last time that we talked. And how I was going to off myself that night. And I went to the psych ward and all that shit. I have 2 videos up. If you want to go watch, you can. If not, I understand. Because it's sensitive. It's a very sensitive topic. So I completely respect that. Just wanted to reference it in case you want to watch it. But, yeah. So, imagine your mother is coming out her apartment complex. Right? And just as a quick backstory, we were going to dinner. My grandpa asked us to all come to dinner to celebrate my mom's birthday and my birthday. We were both October birthdays. So that's why I was even at her complex to begin with, because I was picking her up with my uncle. She came out her apartment, and so did he. My stepdad came out the apartment. I haven't seen him in 3 years. Next month will make it 3 years. Today's the 12th. Next month, on December 12th, would make it 3 years. So that's since I seen him. And I crashed out so motherfucking bad that I was about to take my own life. So you can imagine how I was feeling mentally when I saw him. I was trying everything to hold my composure, but it was very difficult. And knowing I had to go to dinner right after that was just messing with me. He just kind of threw out the garbage, which I feel like he didn't have to do right then. I've never seen him come out when she come out, ever. So I found that real fucking funny. Because she knew there'd be a good chance I'd be with my uncle, but she didn't give a fuck. She didn't give a fuck. It be taking everything in me to not crash out on people. Because I see how Karma's doing her with... I swear I heard someone knock on my door. You see what I'm saying? My anxiety is already so fucking bad. People need to stop fucking playing with me because it's like I'm extra paranoid again about different shit. But just my daily, like, livelihood, death threats and all. Like, yo, leave me alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Motherfuckers are so fucking weird. And just doing too much. Y'all don't want me to crash out for real. I don't care how small you think I am. Keep trying me. Keep trying me. Please. Keep trying me. Keep trying me. It's given. I don't give a fuck about a charge at this point. That's what it's given. People are like, oh, don't let nobody change you. It's not that I'm letting nobody change me. I'm just not about to keep tolerating disrespect and all this shit. I'm not. And if something that you're asking me to handle in a certain way is not working, I'm going to look for an alternative. And if somebody gets hurt in the process, so be it. I don't give a fuck no more because it's like backing down ain't doing nothing. Nothing. But I could have sworn I heard somebody knock on my door. Like, I dead ass heard that shit. I'm not tripping. I be getting paranoid, like someone's just gonna show up here. I have a story time like that Not about someone, but about the police because of something. I might do that next. Shit. But I just want to tell y'all what the fuck happened. But yeah, I saw him and I had a very, not the worst PTSD moment. I really was just trying to hold it together, but mentally I was very down about the shit. I wanted to cry. Like my eyes were burning up and shit. Watering up all day. And I was trying to keep it cool in the car. With my mom in the car. But it's like nobody gives a fuck. They just like hurting me. As y'all can see, they just like to hurt me. Like I didn't motherfucking ask to be born. I didn't ask for none of this shit. Motherfuckers want to get mad at me for everything. Want to stress me out. Want to hurt me. Want to abuse me. Want to talk shit about me. Want to try and make my life a living hell in any way they can. When they're the fucked up ones. And then when I crash out, when I spaz out, when I don't talk to people, oh, why are you acting like that? Be fucking for real. It's gonna come to the point where I don't talk to 99% of my family. And I dead ass mean that shit. I could count on one hand how many people I'm gonna still be in contact with. One. Maybe a 1.5 hands. But that's it. And even then, I'm gonna keep it to a minimum with them. Cause it's like I have bad trust issues, and after all this shit that just happened, I don't wanna put nothing past nobody and look like an idiot in the end. There's some friends I got now. I could count on one hand how many friends I got, but I could tell you at least 2 of them. I'm in the process of distancing myself from, little by little. I'll be going back to school in January, so I'm gonna definitely add that to why I'm not speaking to them like that. But it's gonna happen. Because I peeped some shit. Some shady shit. Motherfuckers just don't really want me to succeed. And they see my potential. And they trying to clown my ass and all this. And I'm like, yeah, the tables, you might think you doing it right now when you really not. You just, I'm not going to say too much. I'm not going to say too much yet. But I'm gonna just say that I see people is, I'm peeping shit. I'm just trying to handle shit in the most effective way possible. But don't think because I ain't said nothing that I don't know. And I haven't caught on to your shade or none of that. Because one thing I'm not is a damn fool. I've made some mistakes in the past, but I've learned so much in the past year, and I've changed so much as a person. You're not about to keep fucking with me. That goes for every motherfucking body. On God. On my paternal grandmother's grave. That goes for everybody. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I hate to end off on a note like that, but there was just a bunch of one crazy ass shit after another that kept happening. And mentally, I'm just kind of like, I had therapy yesterday, but I'm just trying to mentally stay calm and not do too much. I think I might go to a break room soon because I got some energy I need to like let out in a more physical manner so I don't go and hurt nobody. And I'm being completely honest with you when I say that. I'm not trying to catch a charge for no good reason. Not that these aren't valid reasons. But I'm not trying to catch a charge right now. I got too much coming up for me to do that. Too many blessings that is coming my way. Too many plans that I got in January with school and everything and getting my degree. And all that. So, which I'll talk about later on as well. I do got some announcements though. But yeah. So y'all stay up in any way that you can. I'm gonna do my best to try and stay up too. Despite everything that has just transpired, I'm gonna do my best. I encourage y'all to try and do your best, whatever that looks like for you. Even if that's getting up out of your bed once a day. Every little bit counts. Don't let nobody tell you you're not trying hard enough if you know you are. Just take one step at a time, but do shit for you. You feel me? Whatever it is, do that shit for you. But y'all have a good night. And I'm gonna see y'all soon. We trying to get back into it, so I'm honestly just gonna have to be forcing myself to make videos a little bit. Just that's how I be getting myself back into the swing of things. Until it feels more natural again, I'm in that steady motion and rhythm again. So, but yeah, I'm gonna see y'all soon.